Good morning. It is Monday morning and it is day 8. And tired. I didn't sleep a lot last night. And I know with fasting, when I don't sleep, just not good for my body. Just you need your sleep. It's like your body lives off sleep and water. So, um, anyway, I have made some more friends and found some more videos of people that are inspiring, which is good. I actually found a video of somebody else. I think her name is Water. She's actually not fasting right now, but her name is Water Fasting for Weight Loss. Excuse me. And a video that she favorited. It's like some video by a girl, and she says, stop. You're the one that causes you to fail. And it was such a motivational video. I favorited it, and I'm going to use it whenever I feel like breaking or whatever, because it's true. You're the one that um, controls your destiny. I mean, now if it's some health thing, obviously you have to stop or whatever. Whatever you're using, fasting or Atkins or Master Cleanse, whatever. You need to put your health first. I've broken fast because I felt like it was just not good to go further. And I'm not, that's the difference between like fasting and maybe say anorexia is anorexics don't care. Um, Fasting to me is about, getting healthy, not about getting unhealthy. So, I bought some distilled water this morning because I know people have used it and I've heard good things. I usually use natural spring water that's from a spring, and but I went and grabbed some distilled water. I did check for some like make sure it's a good source and everything. So, but I tried it. It's nasty. And I also just read that the minerals in there are not necessarily good for fasting. So I'm kind of there's a Buso Smart Water, which is distilled, but they have added electrolytes. So I may go with that. Anybody sees this and has any comments or any research or go ahead and comment. And because I've done my research and I've heard distilled, I've heard spring water, um, I heard pitcher filtered water, but I don't like anything from a tap. So I notice a difference. I can taste a difference between like filtered, like Brita pitcher water and like spring water. And so yeah, I may end up going back to the spring because I can't do distilled. I can taste the difference between spring and distilled. Um, so anyway, I lost zero point 0.4 pounds, and it's better than nothing. But I'm trying to get it up there. But I didn't do as much yesterday, and I'm gonna try find some kind of low impact aerobics. I have like bios, so I know on my uh, DVR thing there's like all kinds of free exercise stuff. So I'll find something that's low impact to do. I did my Kalinetics, the ab stuff last night, and I felt it. I felt it. I haven't done it in a while. Them things, it's not like sit-ups. It's very easy to do and will work your abs. With someone like me who carries my weight in my midsection, I can do it. It's something that, and you feel the difference. So I'm going to try and do it like every other day for now, and then hopefully in a few weeks' time, I'll be able to do it every day. And so I am very positive about that. I'm very grateful that things are going well. Um, I think the videos and hearing, listening to other people is so helpful because I might have, being alone doing this, um, I think it makes it so much harder because you can't tell people. Like to be honest with this whole thing, I'm going to see a counselor because of past issues and stuff like that. I think why I eat. And I just started going 2 weeks ago, like right before I started the fast. And the counselor doesn't know, and I'm not going to tell them because they're gonna be like, well, that's like some kind of your anorexic, addictive type, starving yourself thing. And I just no. I worked for a doctor that was a doctor of natural medicine, and she fasted and actually, recommends it. And I still call her. and make sure everything's good. And so that's the problem. You can't tell everybody. I'll go back to that part. You can't tell everybody about this, and that's kind of sad because it'd be great to have the support that you need to do this. So I am so grateful for the people that have subscribed or commented or friended me, because you guys are so important to this. It's like you're accountable to someone supporting you, someone cares about your progress, and in return, you're caring about their progress. You want them to succeed. You know what it feels like, even if someone's more heavier than I am or less heavier than I am. You know what it's like, to go through this, and to I know some people have been heavy all their lives. I haven't. I grew up with a high metabolism, and 5'8", 120 pounds, could eat whatever I wanted, and people be like, you need to eat, and I'm like, I do. I mean, I'd eat like plates and plates of pasta as a teenager, and still, and now it's like, I think I can still jumpstart and get back that metabolism, but I think it's just a matter, I really eat more, and then I'm sitting down a lot. I mean, I used to be more active, and I'm like online school, and so I actually have a job interview tomorrow, which I haven't worked in a long time. So I'm hoping that job, it's just a part-time, nothing big job, while I'm going to school, and I'm hoping that that job will help, with this whole process. I mean, I've made a lot of changes, and I've cleaned more than I have lately, and I think that sitting down and eating has really made my mood just, I don't want to do anything. I don't care. I don't see people. I don't care about myself, my hair, I mean, my hair looks better in the afternoons, but you guys don't see that because I always do it in the morning. But, oops, excuse me. My runny nose. So, back to something else that I was talking about. When I went to Wegmans yesterday, which is a store. It's mainly in New York, which is where I'm from, but it's down here in Pennsylvania where we have a store, and it's like Whole Foods on steroids. If you like Whole Foods, which I love Whole Foods, this store to me is even better. Similar setup where they got the like different thing. They have a Chinese sushi area, and the other food, they cook food, like a little mini restaurant area, sitting down area, pizza, all this. And I was able to resist. That's yeah, I'm in that phase now. I can resist anything. But they had organic chicken and organic beef, which Whole Foods, depending on the store, limits how much they sell. I mean, they sell it for a really high price. At Wegmans yesterday, it was a really great price. I was like, awesome. So I bought some. I'm like, telling my son we're going to transition, and we've done the healthy eating, and he's very behind it. He's not a big junk food kid, thank God. So yeah, that, and there was somebody giving, sampling brie, and, or actually I take that, she was the lady that was sampling the fondue, the cheese. My son tried it, and, then she handed it to me. I said, no, thank you, I'm fasting, and I try not to tell too many people because I don't like to, but, I don't mind saying it, and especially a store like that, like at Whole Foods when I used to go, they'd be like, oh yeah, I know what that is. But there, the lady gave me, she's like, well, how long are you gonna fast for? And I told her 45 days, and she just looked at me like I was on crack. And, I had to throw in there, I've done one for 28 days, and, so, anyway, you can't, but I may go back to that same lady 40, at 45 days, or, be right before Christmas, and I probably will go there because I, need to make things for Christmas dinner, take the family up to New York. But I'd love to go and see that lady and say, remember me. Remember, I'm the one that fasted for 45 days. And I know she'll look and be like, so that's the joy. I mean, I've done fasting before and had people, I've been in a restaurant. I take my son by the, once I get in like 20 some days, I can take my son, out to eat, restaurants, and I'll be fine. And I remember this one lady was like, you're not eating, and there's my cell phone. So I can remember, going to a restaurant, and lady like, oh, you're fasting, and how many days? And I remember, I think that was like 22, 23. And she's like, you haven't eaten? And I'm like, no. I said, you can survive. I said, I look healthy. I mean, I'm not sick looking. And she's like, no. So that's the difference between, say, anorexia and fasting. I look healthy. I look good. My face starts clearing up. Right now, I still got my blemish has gone away. I had one there. Um, but I start, on my body, I'll get little outbreaks and stuff. But eventually, by so many days, it start clearing up. And I mean, I remember I have a picture from after my last fast and my juice fast. And my face was the clearest it has ever been in my whole life. And that's because your liver, I read that your liver is the one that processes the toxins and deals with it, whether it stores them in fat or whatever. And if it's overloaded, that's why you get the outbreaks, the acne. I've had adult acne, not majorly, but just the bumps that maybe never even, become to a head, but just the red bumps that stick out and are like a huge eyesore. Um, but that, I'm not having that. So I'm planning on, keeping, like I said, a clean diet. Processed foods, okay, once in a while, or going out to eat once in a while. But I'd rather, like I love Wegmans because, see, they had sushi and they make it fresh for you, and you can kind of, tell them maybe not use so much of whatever. Um, so I don't mean to make this so long, but I have more to say, but I have my counseling thing tonight, and I know Friday, I went Friday, we're switching to Mondays, so I had some emotional things that happened Friday, and I'm hoping to touch more on them today with my counselor, but if anybody that, is in my little circle here, counseling is awesome. It's not, I mean, I'm not crazy or anything. It's good to sit down and talk to somebody about past issues that doesn't know you. These people don't judge you. It's a guy I have, and actually it's a Christian counseling agency. And I mean, the guy is great. So far, I've only seen him twice, but just, they make it, you look at things differently than maybe, than what you believe. And he, kind of told me to step outside my own box. I mean, I'm 30 years old and almost 31. And sometimes we're set in our ways, and sometimes someone outside looking in and helping you can help you to see that some of the ways that you may think or do may not be right. Maybe, holding you back or preventing you from losing the weight, or maybe that's why you're in that little cycle. Something, in your past or what you're doing. So someone outside looking in, not a friend that's trying to hate on you because you're losing weight or whatever. But anyway, I don't want to talk everybody's ear off, but I may have to come back later after I come back from counseling because I may be a little emotional. And I like this avenue because I feel like I can share things that I'm able to share with people because I don't wish my childhood on anybody. Yeah. So anyway, I'm feeling okay. I know I'm trying to be honest here. I'm actually feeling okay. The water tasted nasty though, so I'm gonna have to go try that Clouseau Smart Water, or maybe do some research on that. But y'all have a good day. Be motivated. Oh, I lost point 4. I guess I'll show it since I'm already here. So I am down to 211.8. Go me. So I'm so happy. I'm so waiting to get down below 200s, and I'm hoping to get down to 170. That's what I'm hoping. I'm really hoping because that's what I got after my juice fast, and I loved being 170. I'm not trying to be Miss Skinny. I don't like skinny. So anyway, it's long. You probably cut it off by now. So anyway, y'all have a good day.